Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. Bart here.
And Scott.
Woo, what do we got, Scott? What do we got?
Ezra Brooks, 99.
Boom.
I thought we'd done it, maybe had it. I had to look it up. We haven't. So we are.
So what we're going to do is test it.
Ezra Brooks.
99 proof style. All right, let's pour it.
So we had done. No, I saw this at the store and I thought, was that just a read?
Oh, is this not open?
No.
Ooh,
No.
Look at this. I thought maybe you'd sampled that. I'm like, hey.
But I thought, is this just a new label and a new bottle for an existing Ezra Brooks, or is this a new Ezra Brooks? And it's a new Ezra Brooks.
It's a new Ezra Brooks, brand spanking new. Snoo.
And just
Snoo.
doing some prep work I should have done.
I started thinking, you're a much better whiskey collector than I am. And then I started thinking, the way I talk about the feelings and sensations, I'm like a whiskey hippie, which should be called a whippy. What do you think of that? I just threw that on you, a whippy.
How'd you get that from?
I don't like.
Started with me being a collector.
You're more of a
moved
collector.
into a whippy.
Yeah, you're more of a collector. Like you'll go shopping. I can't stand shopping for it and looking for it and hunting for it.
Yeah,
right. I know you gave a little look there. I don't like any of that. And then I started thinking, I talk about the experience or how did it make me feel or my senses. And I thought, boy, what a hippie. And then I thought, does that make me a whiskey hippie? And then I thought a whippy would be good.
You're like there was the movie Eat, Love, Pray, but you're like Drink, Love, Pray. Is that what you think?
I never saw that movie. I saw Live, Die, Fight or whatever. What's that?
Live, Die, Repeat.
There you go. It's like Groundhog Day with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
The Edge of My Knife.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a better name. Sorry. We should get into the tasting.
I just watched that a couple weeks ago.
It's a great movie. We'll come back. I probably should have brought up the whippy later and gotten right into this.
Yeah, people are going to be yelling.
Yeah, get to the review.
Review starts at 3:45.
We don't want to be entertained.
Ezra Brooks, sour mash, 99 proof, 49.5% alcohol. They have done, I was going to say charcoal mellowing. So it's charcoal mellowed.
Ooh, Lincoln County method.
Nope, not Lincoln County. The charcoal mellowing happens after the aging. They'll run it through a charcoal filter, kind of like chill filtering.
Right.
The Lincoln County method, the charcoal filtering happens before the aging, after distillation.
Wow, there's a nice little so this would be called like
the
Van Buren method.
I don't know what Van Buren is.
I think he was one of his assistants.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, because we saw that on one of the Ezra Brooks we saw before where it was charcoal mellowed, and we wondered if it was the Lincoln County process, and then it was pointed out that the Lincoln County process.
And before it goes into the barrel, whereas charcoal mellowing is after it comes out of the barrel. Boy, that seems like it would strip it of stuff.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
And probably to remove some of the harshness. I don't know if it's harshness or some of the stout flavors.
That's an interesting inside baseball. Stout flavors.
Again, disclaimer still, not fully recovered from
I was wondering if you're going to say you're fully back.
Oh, no.
So we've got the front end deal. That's why it still says hashtag Trust
Bart. But getting closer. I'm getting more and more notes. My nose is still, my palate has, I say my palate's about 80, 90%, but my nose is probably still maybe 20%. I'm getting more and more hints occasionally on the nose.
Well, we're speaking nose here. The nose seems very faint to me. I got hints of wood char and vanilla.
Yeah, I'm not getting much, but that's, again, my nose. I can tell it's whiskey. I can tell that the ABV is a little bit higher. It is burning the nostrils a little bit.
I thought it would give me more flavor, though. Goodness, I've got a monster in my tummy. That just went on and on.
I went down the wrong pipe. Nice mouthfeel. Cherries, vanillas, saturated, front to back. Let me get another one in there on top of that. That was just the
back
first
to
sip.
Front saturation. I don't know though. I get some nice smooth oak flavors, not over oaked. The vanillas are still there and a touch of spice. Some kind of like cinnamon kitchen spice.
Yeah.
It's a nice, subtle sipper. I'm curious what the cost is because I feel like this would be something that I would hand a friend and say, hey, try this. And if they even threw Coke in it, I wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah.
But I'd have to know the price before that because this still seems a little softer, rounded edges to me, which is maybe the charcoal.
Yeah. I think some of the other Ezra Brooks are that way as well. Not bad. It feels smoother. It feels lighter. It doesn't feel, really well aged. 5, 6, maybe 7 years old, somewhere in there. Not a real long finish.
A little bit of corn flavors in the finish. I would say, depending on price, this could be a nice little July dram that I would throw a couple cubes in. I'm a little nervous if you're going to tell me, though, it's $50, then I wouldn't be doing any of that. So, but.
We'll talk about the price coming up.
All right.
Lux Row Distillers as well. Family owned. This is Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Distilled and aged in Kentucky for Lux Row Distillers. Bardstown, Kentucky.
Like the name of the town.
Not Bardstown.
I know, it's a Bardstown, like a little
Bard.
singer. A singer, right, a bard.
Yep.
Very Dungeons and Dragons-ish, if you want my opinion. Bard.
What do you think of the mouth? The mouthfeel, to me, overall, feels pretty nice. Again, muted palate, but...
Yeah, it feels a little light, though. Like I don't get that heavier viscousness. But the flavors are nice. But that's why I think when I mentioned that a good July dram, I want something that is a little bit lighter on the palate. So it feels lighter on the palate with a lot of the same vanilla, touch of oak, and kitchen spice flavors.
Yeah.
So,
I was going to say, too, earlier, when you said kitchen spice, some people point out there's really not any other spices. All spices are kitchen, in the kitchen. But I say that, too. I'll use that.
Well, I've heard it
Kitchen
used
spices.
a lot.
Yeah.
Kitchen spices.
Yeah.
I think it means you can't
What other
nail
kind
it down.
What kind of other spices are there? Bathroom spices?
So,
living room spices?
There's Old Spice. You could have Old Spice. So,
wish I could whistle
kitchen
that, too.
spices.
$30.
Got me thinking now. Okay. See, and that's what I would have guessed. I do believe 10 years ago you would have picked this up for $19.99 and you would have been thrilled with it. Because it's good.
You're not thrilled for 30?
No, I'm not overly thrilled. 87. 86. And 86 is not bad. I like the higher proof. Wow. Proof. Went all crazy with the proof.
Yeah, I think it's it could be the charcoal mellowing has kind of toned it down a little bit. Could be that's a little bit younger, and you're just not getting that richness or that depth or that the finish that hangs.
So again, good, hot summer dram with a couple cubes, and I would enjoy it. But just thinking of other $30 bottles that we have reviewed, I don't get as much flavor from this in particular. That's my take. 86.
I can't score it.
I'd almost go 85. So the score's dropping.
I'm probably in there with you. Well, I'd probably say 80.
5. I'm now at 85.
If my palate was full, I'd probably say 87.
85 is where I'm at now. You better end the show. Keeps going down. It's not bad, though. It's not bad. It just feels lackluster. But, not bad. Just saying.
We have a Patreon shout out to do.
We do. We got to look
actually redo because we done it, but that video messed up.
We done it. We did it, but
James is actually getting a second shout out, but he doesn't know it.
Yeah. Well, the other one died on the cutting room floor. The recording got messed up.
James McGauran. I think we talked about this. McGauran.
I'm ready.
James McGauran.
I had to give a special inhalation for James. James, that was an inhalation.
$2 Patreon supporter. Thank you, James.
Yeah, thanks, James. Appreciate it. If you want to help support the show, you like the show, you want to make sure the show keeps coming, go to Patreon. Almost forgot I was going to say Scotch Test Dummies, but you got to go to Patreon, look up Scotch Test Dummies, and then you can come in and support for as little as $1, or you can just as much as you want.
You could have said go to Scotch Test Dummies on Patreon.
That would have been a good cover.
Yeah.
I started thinking of Scotch Test Dummies. I'm like, well, you're actually going to Patreon, looking up Scotch Test Dummies. Again, and some people ask, so we do it per video, and we have people say, well, how many videos do you normally put out? Well, it almost doesn't matter, because you could actually say, I want to give you $1, but I want to cap it at $10 a month. So if we did 10 shows, or if we did 12 shows, you would still only give $10.
Yeah.
So that's the way that works. You can cap it. Just know that's in there. Some people don't cap it all. We like you folks.
We do, yeah. Average 8 to 10 shows a month.
Yeah.
So,
when we're really hopping, we're getting in 12.
12, yeah. But you can give, $1, $2, $3 per show unlimited, or you can give a $3 per show but cap it at $6. So really you're only backing us for 2 shows a month, which is fine, which is good. We appreciate all the support.
You betcha.
You can go to ScotchTestDummies.com also and buy merchandise. You can buy coins.
I had to make sure I showed the safe for work side. The other side's, whoop,
glasses.
Soldier.
You can buy these nice dropper sets, and it all supports the show.
They got a
T-shirts.
burn mark on them. Scotch it. Use Scotch Gods.
Cilantro. Dummies.
Dummies.